The evil that was enacted on October 7th is undeniable to me, and I don't apologize for opposition to that. Straightforward, right? When I wrote my piece in the New York Times about anti-Semitism, deeply entrenched in this culture, I believe that.
This is a video of Bill Maher destroying an anti-Israel host. I am the other Barak, coming to you live and direct here from the Holy Land, right in Israel. Let's talk about this video after. Grab your popcorn. Let's get in it.
Do you think Hamas needs to be eradicated?
I don't believe in any terrorist organization, period, bottom, end of story. But I don't equate Palestinians with Hamas any more than I would.
But they're fighting Hamas. Do you believe that Hamas should be eliminated?
Well, but they're not fighting. They're not killing Hamas. They're killing.
Well, yeah, they are.
No, I'm saying they're not only killing Hamas.
Of course,
they're killing a lot more people besides. So
okay, well, what war did we ever have where they were only killing the soldiers? None.
Well,
never happened. Never will happen.
All I'm saying, Bill, is that if you're going to have moral outrage, as you should, the evil that was enacted on October 7th is undeniable to me, and I don't apologize for opposition to that. Straightforward, right? When I wrote my piece in the New York Times about anti-Semitism, deeply entrenched in this culture, I believe that. At the same time, we can't talk about a world in which we can't at least acknowledge that the over-response of Israel, that many progressive Jews and others have said is wrong and problematic, has to be called out. That's what I'm talking about, understanding.
I disagree with the premise. Either you believe Hamas has got to be wiped out. This is a group that, again, has attacked Israel 5 times. Israel gave back that land in 2005. Since then, they took a lot of money from the world that was for charity and for their own people. They stole it. They used it to build tunnels and import bombs and attack Israel 5 times, including that horrible one on October 7th.
Toda Rabba, which means thank you so much for all of the people on Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal who choose to financially contribute to this channel. I don't think you guys understand, but without your help, we can't grow. And of course, to the Barakniks, the other Barak community, thank you so much for all of your unconditional support. Ani ohev otchem. I love you. Let's get back to the video.
Okay, their charter says we'd like to wipe these people off the face of the earth. They proclaim over and over again that they are going to do it. Does that group have to be wiped out? And if it does, then the idea that you know better than the Israeli Defense Force how to accomplish that,
it's not that I know better, but evils to be eradicated. I want them both to be removed. And I don't justify assaults upon Jews any more than I justify assaults upon Palestinians.
But it's a fake argument, because if you think Hamas has to be eliminated, then sometimes people are going to die. And you can't put a number on it, because we don't do that with any other war.
Bill, I don't believe the justification of that occurs, and I stand tooth and nail against anti-Semitism and the evils visited upon Israel and Jewish people, and we have to hold them accountable. Look, if you
the easiest way to also back a claim like that is to stand up and say the charter of Hamas represents exactly all of those values, and unless we actually eradicate Hamas, then that sense of anti-Semitism continues to stay there and gets bred for the next generation. That, I think, is one of the pieces that a lot of the anti-Israel camp people don't understand. They're focusing on, and you can't necessarily blame them, but they're focusing on all of the fear-mongering content and the war and the bloodshed and the access to the TikTok videos and the things that obviously get them stirred up, and the live stream of watching a war unfold, which we've never had to be able to do before as human beings. But that doesn't take away from the objective. And the objective is to, like he said, is to stand against any of this anti-Semitism. And when men with green bandanas with masks on go around and scream Allahu Akbar, death to the Jews, death to the Yehud, you should get on camera and you should talk about how unless that is addressed, we're going to continue to have this conversation, which is why we still have these conversations. That's why we still have these conversations, really.
Idi Amin, you're not anti-black because you're calling him into question. Now, we know a Jewish state is different. We know Zionism is different. But no, I'm just saying to you, if we can't have it both ways, it used to be that the argument was to Ralph Ellison and other figures who were black, James Baldwin, you're mistaking Israel with Jews. Now we're talking about the collapse of that. We must protect to the nth degree the ability of people to live freely from terror and destroy that terror. The terror is operating in multiple forms.
Very simple solution. Stop attacking Israel.
I mean, it's a simple solution to stop attacking Israel, but the reason I reject the premise of the way he framed his argument is that He's claiming Israel to be a terror-run state. And that's the issue that I have with it. I personally have, maybe you're watching this video somewhere else in the world, sure, and maybe you reject that premise too. I take it even a level higher because I'm currently making this video with my ass in this chair inside of the state of Israel. I live with Israelis. I live next to Israelis. I live with Jews and I live with non-Jews. There are 2 million Arab people here. There are Christians here. There are tourists here. I've heard 6 languages today when I go outside: English, Hebrew, Arabic, Spanish, French, Russian, Portuguese. I'll keep going. This place is a completely different it's a different place than what you see. And we are blinded from the truth. People are blinded from the truth. They only get a part of the story. You're only getting a piece of the pie. You're not getting the whole pie. The only way to get the whole pie is to come here. I have to continue to find new creative ways to say this because honestly, the main talking points about this whole thing shouldn't change if you actually stand for the side of truth. You shouldn't have to change what your whole narrative is and what you're trying to accomplish if what you have been trying to accomplish since the beginning is just uncovering the reality. The reality is that Israel is not a perfect place. The reality is that the Israeli government is not perfect. The reality is that there are extremists on the Jewish and Israeli side. The reality is that that exists anywhere in the world. The reality, though, is as a whole, the state of Israel are not fascists and extremists. The entire government of Israel, the entire government are not fascists and extremists. The entire IDF are not fascists and extremists. The entire Jewish population are not fascists and extremists. And every single time these people get brought up in a conversation for committing atrocities and being terrorists, they automatically then just get thrusted into this label of extremists, of terrorists, of baby killers, of genociders, and all the other apartheid-run, ethnic cleansed group of people, including me, and including Mizrahi Jews who are apparently white colonizers, whose family come from the Middle East and Iraq and had to escape the Farhud massacres against Jewish people inside of Iraq, just like Tal's grandmother had to flee in 1941 before the state of Israel was established. And yet, here today, modern day Israel, we have this issue of neighbors who don't want to get along with Israel. And like Bill at the end of the video said, just stop attacking Israel. Yeah, stop leave the Jews alone. We're this big in the world. Leave us alone. Let us do our thing. We weren't bothering you. In fact, we've helped you. The 2 million Arabs, the life that they have in Israel is incredible. They love it. I was just with Bedouins in the Rahat HaChadasha, the new Rahat. Literal Bedouins who are building houses and penthouses and growing gardens and fruits and vegetables outside, and they're providing for their family. And the most Zionist group of people in that part of Israel. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to come here. Thank you so much for all your support. Links in the description of this video to be able to help this channel grow, provide more nuance for the Middle East, and get more critical thinkers here on this channel. Here is a message from me. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our mission. On Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, you can directly contribute to helping this message grow and reach more people across the world. If you want to join the inner circle, join our Patreon with different tiers, and of course, our Discord community, which is free with people from all across the world. The links to every single one are in the description. And last but not least, to the other Barak community, I love you. Ani ohev otchem. I'll see you guys next time.